All right, here we go. We're going to write equations, but this time, now yesterday, we wrote equations when the equation was already given, and we just had to get the standard form, right? Today, we have to use information that we get to write equations in standard form. So, here's a couple things that I would suggest you're going to have to know. Horizontal ellipse looks like this. There's no graphing. That is the equation for horizontal. You guys shouldn't really need to look up here to know that. Horizontal, a squared is always bigger, so a squared has to be under x. Vertical. This is the form that they ended up being in yesterday. This is not what we did yesterday. There's vertical. Huh? Okay. A is your distance from the center to the vertices. B is your covertices. C goes with your foci. Thank you, Courtney. All right. Nora. C is square root of a squared minus b squared. You need to know all of this stuff to be able to do what we're going to do down here. First two are easy. Second one gets a little bit harder. Okay? 1 and 2, you're given a graph. You're going to see me write this down pretty much from now on. I'm going to write H equals, K equals, A equals, B equals, and C equals. Those are the 5 that you need to find. H, K, A, B, C. H and K go with my center, yes? Okay, so what's H on number 1? -1. K is 3. Yes? Here's your center. It's 2. Who said 3?
Oh, shit. It is 2. That's right.
It's 2. Okay, now, which way does this stretch? Horizontally. So this has to be A. Now, listen, guys. Go back to what I just said. A is your distance from the center to the vertice. This is my center, yes? This is a vertice. What's the distance from my center to a vertice? How am I going to find my distance? Count your boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So A is 7. B is your center to your covertice. So that is 3. Do you need your C to be able to write your equation? No, not necessarily. So if you don't need it to write your equation, I'm not necessarily. Now, do I need it for this case? Yes, because I need to find my what? I have to find my foci. Okay, so I know my center is -1, 2. I know my vertices, you can either get them off the graph or add them. So that's 6, 2 and -8, 2. My covertices are -1, 5 and -1, -2. Nope, -1, -1. I can do math. How do I find C? A squared minus B squared and take the square root of it, right? So A squared is 49, yes? B squared is 9. 49 minus 9 is 40. So it's the square root of 40. Is that simplified? No, what goes into 40? 4 and 10, right? So this is 2 square roots of 10. I personally think you should be able to start to do this quickly. You have 15 questions on Friday you have to get done in class. 15. So if you... Nope. Because you deal with the plus or minus when you put it as the coordinate.
Wait,
There's 15 questions on your quiz on Tuesday.
I think it'd be like
I'm not taking anything off. It took me 8 minutes to do it last night.
8 minutes.
This stuff. Only
No, circles and everything else we've done the rest of the week.
It's not 1 minute.
Like all this week,
No,
just the stuff we done this week.
just this week.
Because the stuff that we did, like, we had that one thing on.
Maybe she was having an off. 8 minutes is long for her. So what she's having an off.
8 minutes. There's your foci. Okay. Because it stretches horizontally, so you add your C value to your X coordinate of your center. Yes, ma'am? Here, can you just take a picture of somebody else's? Or just take a quick one. Because I don't want to run out of time today. You got it? Okay. All right. Equation. It's got to be something plus something equals 1. Top left. X minus H. What does that become? X plus 1 the quantity squared over what? 49. That's A squared. Next one. Y minus K. Y minus 2 squared over 9. Do number 2. Which way is this one stretching? Vertically, right? So that means your A squared's now underneath what? The Y value. What?
Okay. Tom does it all the time. He smacks his lips all the time in class.
I didn't do it.
That's what you should have. Center vertices and co-vertices you can get straight from the graph. Yeah? Because they're already on there. C should be plus or minus square root of 21 or square root of 21 is totally fine with me, either one. There's your foci, there's your equation. I think getting off the graph is probably the easiest of the kind that I'm going to show you today. Okay? The easiest of the kind. Okay? Does everybody have that? Take a picture if you don't, because I'm going to go.
Oh my god, what's that?
What?
What's that?
Well, we got to do this one first.
That's nasty.
Told you. Told you we're the easiest.
Why?
A squared minus B squared and take the square root of it.
Like, when are we ever going to use a squared plus b squared equals c squared?
Do you want to pass this class? Yes. So at this current moment, you're going to be using it for the next 19 days.
19
I can't wait for 19 days to be over.
It's fine. I'm happy to give you an exam if you want one.
Do we have stuff to do on like the
Yeah.
2 days?
Yep. You guys are taking a test, so the second to last day of school. School's not over.
It is for a lot of people. Like a lot of people.
So that's
Like,
when
No.
What
What?
about the seniors that will be gone?
What?
I said that's when the exam is.
Not taking an exam.
It doesn't feel like a full
I
year.
changed my mind.
Like, what happens if she...
You're taking a test. I haven't decided what the test the last before that.
Is it like a unit test? Or
I haven't decided. I haven't decided.
Doesn't know
It could be end of quarter test.
That's kind of stupid, though.
I don't care. I think you're stupid too.
I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't feel like a full year to you.
What?
Does it feel like an actually full year for you?
Has this who?
Plus
Like
this year
this
felt
school
long.
year
That's
really
basically
felt
what
like
it
an
was.
actual full year.
Yes.
Really? I swear I've only been in like a couple months.
Okay. This is what you need to find every single time I give you one of these. H, K, A, B, and C. Soon as you write those down, you go with what I've given you. What have I given you? Okay? You have your vertices and you have your length of the minor axis. So the first thing is the vertices. What I would suggest you do is remember, your vertices tell you which way you stretch. So when you look at your vertices, look for the coordinate that doesn't change. -2 doesn't change. So that means it's staying on -2 on your y-axis the entire time, right? That's not changing. So which way is it stretching? It's stretching horizontally. That's going to be important because you're going to have to know where A and B are. Also, your vertices by definition are x, well, if it's stretching horizontally, x plus or minus a, comma, k. All right? So I know my k is -2 because it doesn't change. That is my y coordinate. It doesn't change. That's the only thing I can get from that first point as of right now. What else does it tell me? My minor axis is 10. Remember, on the first day, I talked about your major and minor axis. If you go back and look, your major axis is 2A. Your minor axis is 2B. So B in this case has to equal 5. Because you divide it by 2. Now, we still need to find H, A, and possibly C. You're not going to find C because it doesn't talk about the foci. If it doesn't talk about the foci, you don't really need C for your equation. But I still need H and I still need A. Now, your vertices have to be connected on your major axis, correct? It's how you make your major axis, right? What also has to be on your major axis? We don't care about the foci because you don't need that for the equation. What? A is your major axis. Your center. Where is your center on your major axis? Which is called the what? It's called your midpoint. There's a reason we went through all those formulas. How do you find midpoint?
Oh, damn.
What?
No, it's under the square root, right? It's
Nope, that's distance formula.
That's not-
X plus X divided by 2. So, 5 plus 19. You said 14. 5 plus 19 is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. That's my H value.
Did you say X plus X?
It's always X plus X divided by 2 or Y plus Y divided by 2.
Why would it be Y?
If your vertices or if it's stretched vertically, you need Y plus Y. Okay? You still need your A value though. Your A value is your distance from your, what does it say up at the top? Center to the what? Vertice. Well, if my center is at 12, negative 2, and my vertice is at 19, negative 2, how many boxes did I go over? 7. But you need to write your equation. So it still has to be something squared plus something squared equals 1. What goes in my first parenthesis? X minus 12 over what? 49, because we said it's stretched horizontally. And my next parenthesis, it's what? Y plus 2 the quantity squared over 25. There's your first one. Okay, there's your first one. What's given on this one over here? Don't worry about the right now. You got to focus on what's given. So what I would do is I'd immediately write H, K, A, B. Do they give me anything about the foci? No, so don't write C. You don't need it. You can't use it. Okay, you guys gotta start thinking, what am I gonna look for? You can't stare at me because I'm not gonna give you the answers every single time. What's given to you in the problem? Code of vertices and what? Length of the major axis. There's something that should scream. I know what to do immediately. What? The ones are the same, which means it's the what? It's the what? It's the K value because it's the Y coordinate. Does everybody understand where I'm saying with that? That's that. Which way is it stretching? How do you know that, Caleb?
It's because the right one's the same.
Right? These are co-vertices. Co-vertices are on the minor axis. Which coordinate's changing on my co-vertices, my X or my Y? Try again. X is changing, so that means the co-vertices are going this way. So that means the major axis has to be up and down. Guys, I would suggest you do that when you're taking your quiz. Because if you don't, you're going to be like, which way is it stretched? You might as well just figure it out immediately. Okay? What else can I find just off that information? You can find A. How? Divided by 2 because it's your length. It's 2A equals 28, so A is 14. Okay? Now, what else would you need to find first? Because 28 divided by 2. Yep. What must you find next? You have to find H. You can't find H. You can't find B unless you know where your center is, unless it's given to you. Okay? Well, how do I find H?
You add them
I add my coordinates together. So 9 plus negative 3 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So my H is 3. How am I going to find my B value? Go from your center. My center is at 3, 1, yes? Do I care about the 1 coordinate right now? No, because I already know that. I'm at 3. If I'm at 3, where's one of my co-vertices at? One's at 9. Why am I always going to pick the positive one? Because it's easier. If I'm at 3 and I'm going to 9, how many boxes did I go? 6.
Wait, so how did you find H?
No, you have to know your middle point.
How did you find H? What did you divide?
Did you find your entire length and divide by 2?
Like I took 9 divided by 3, so it was 12 divided by 2, and it was 6.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you're going to find your H the same way.
I know. It was a.
No, I'm just saying, you're going to. But the problem is you really got to be careful because, for example, like if I give you this, it's not going to be as easy.
How did you find H? What did you divide?
Your center is always in the middle of it's where your center is where your major and your minor axis meet, which is the midpoint. So you find the midpoint. So 9 plus -3 is 6, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. This is why that first day I went through all that vocab. We didn't get through a lot of notes. There was a lot of vocab that first day because this was coming. What?
You said you said that -3,1 was your center at 1 3.
No, 3 1 is my center. -3 1 is a covertice.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. And we got 6.
I don't think I said -3. If I said -3, I was incorrect. 3 1 is my center.
How did we get 6 for D? I can't know.
Find your center, find your H.
Yes.
So that's at 3 1, right? If I'm at 3 1 and I'm going to 9 1, how many boxes did I move over?
Oh.
But if you stop here, are you done?
No.
No, you got to write your equation. So it's going to be what goes first? What? X minus 3. Over what?
36.
144. What? No, it's like 1 9. I thought it was square something.
No, that's completely different.
It's only like 52 off.
Right, but 144 squared, or 144 is 12 squared. That's a completely different A value. It's a completely different A value, and it's wrong the whole way.
Wait,
why?
Why what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wrote that in pen.
Well, that's why you don't use pen.
I said 36.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Are we doing all 5 then?
Yeah, you have to. You have to. Do you need C on this one? Do you need C on this one?
I think I wrote more equal signs today than I have in my whole life.
Do you need C on this one? No, there's no foci.
I forgot.
HKAB. Okay.
Well, here's your vertices,
Okay.
and your y is not changing.
Okay.
It's
So
obviously going to be -9.
what's -9?
Your
No.
It's like a random guess and went with it.
So your h would be x would be k.
Yep.
Your y value.
K doesn't change. It's -9 for my vertices, so that's -9.
And then 3 is your 8.
3 is my H. Don't. Seriously, you're going to mic drop on that? Okay, smart ass. What's my A value?
I was just saying good job.
No, I'm calling him one.
Oh.
Me?
Yeah. What's A? Come on, Smarty McTarts.
Okay. Hold on.
3.
No.
6.
No.
Keep
Keep guessing.
9. -9.
Nope.
No.
-18.
Look. Hold on.
Since when can a length be negative?
Think about it.
Where's your center? Courtney stopped helping him. Where's your center at? Where's your x coordinate of your center?
3 -9.
Listen, what's your x coordinate of your center?
3.
3. Good job, Caleb. Where is one of my vertices at? 12. If I'm at 3 and I need to go to 12, how many boxes? There you go.
I was 9, -9, same thing.
No. What's my B value? What is my y coordinate of my center? -9. What is one of my what? It is 2. Write your equation.
Which side is it on?
Ooh, not telling you. You and your buddy back there, you so smart, figure it out.
No, I'm right.
What do you mean?
I'm right.
He has his answers.
Oh, you think your answer is correct?
Yep.
Let me see it. Hold it up. You're right.
Yeah, I was genius.
Should make you do the next one on your own.
I don't know. No, both sides looks weird.
Questions on that one. Does everybody see how I know which way it was stretched? How do I know which way it was stretched?
What?
Look at your vertices. Which coordinate on your vertices changed? Guys, which one on the vertices changed?
11.
The X, right? The X changed. What are you talking about, the 11?
Oh wait, are we on number 3 or still on number 2?
Dude, even if we're on number 3, 11.
We haven't written anything down for number 3. And 11 doesn't stay the same on 3. You're doing a bang up job today.
I thought you said which one.
Look at your vertices. The X changes, which means it stretches that way. Okay, here we go. All right. Tyler, let's lead this one. Let's go. You're going to teach it.
Well, you need to write all your numbers.
Do I need C on this one?
Yeah, you need C because there's the foci.
We need C because there's a foci. Okay? You're not allowed to talk. He's teaching.
Oh, I am?
You should come up and teach, like you did that one day. Remember?
I've got to write it on here so Coop can watch it.
The Y values are changing.
Okay?
And so, that's vertices. So the K value equals 5. The 8.
You're not even giving him correct information. So like I said, you shouldn't be talking.
What? It was 8. It was 5. What?
What are you given? Vertices and foci, right? Look at your vertices. Which one's not changing?
5.
The X value, which is 5, and X is H. Okay?
I'm still going.
Yeah.
Okay. So K. Wait, maybe.
No, you wouldn't.
Would I go for A? B? K. A.
Oh, Courtney's like dying over there just to take over. Give him more hand signals, Courtney. She was trying to tell you the answer earlier and you were not paying attention at all.
2?
Say -2.
-2.
How'd you get that?
And she said it.
Courtney, how'd you get -2?
You take the 11 and the 15, you add them together.
Well, it's -15, right, though? So you'll do 11 plus -15, which is -4. -4 divided by 2 is -2. You have to be able to do this. Guys, I know I'm picking on Tyler, but you have to be able to get this stuff. Well, we don't have all day. Coop, we have 10 minutes left. I got to get through 3 more problems.
Yeah, that ain't
It's happening.
that ain't-
All right. Now, what can I not find given the information that I have?
B, you can't get B.
Why can't you get B? What?
Because
No.
because you don't have the length of any axis or the covert.
You don't have your co-vertices. So you can't get B.
What was that eye
So-
roll?
Because I'm annoyed with you.
What did I do?
Because you were trying to tell me K was 5. Can I find A? I know. Can I find A?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little lost still. I need to.
Okay. Listen. 5 and -2. Are we good on the 5? Because it doesn't change.
And the negative.
Well, -2, we're good. Now, A is your major axis, right? So to find A, you need your center and you need a vertice point. Do I know where my center is? Do I know a vertice? Yes. Okay. Now, which coordinate of my vertice is changing, X or Y? Y.
I meant why.
You were gonna throw that.
I thought you were gonna say which one is staying the same.
Coop, I'm really sorry that your friend is such an idiot. All right. So tell her that she interrupted my entire class and it's unacceptable.
Okay.
But you have to be mean about it. You can't smile. Where did you come from? That way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, tell her I was really mad at her.
Okay.
She won't believe her. She looks too nice. Okay. Huh?
She will know my, I mean, everyone likes that song.
You're being recorded right now.
That's fine.
So I said everyone likes that song.
You're such a liar.
Everyone loves her. She wanted me to play tennis.
Yeah, and I told her from day one that you were never doing it.
Everybody wants Caleb.
Yeah, everybody does. Oh, I can't say things like that. Okay. Now, I'm at -2, right? Guys, I'm at -2. And I'm going to either 11 or -15. Which is going to be the easier one to you see? If your K is already negative, which one should you look at? The negative one. But how am I going to find A? I'm at -2, and I'm going to -15. How many boxes would I move over? 13. There's my A. Oh, I don't know about that. We'll see on Tuesday. Now, I said we can't find my B. Can we find my C? Where are your foci located? On your...
That's probably right.
Hello? Your phone really sucks because I can't hear you. No. I don't know. You sound kind of like really rough. Like... No. Maybe it's my phone. Yes. She seemed too nice, so I didn't think she'd actually go back and say that. Well, I said, which way did you come from? She goes, I had to go to the bathroom. I was like, oh, sorry. They'll learn. It's fine. Yeah, because she came from the left, and I was shocked. Oh, I just ratted her out. Oh, I got to go. Oh, I feel really bad. That girl didn't tell her she had to go to the bathroom. I just totally ratted her out. Okay.
Why would you do that?
Because I thought she would tell Smalley she had to go to the bathroom.
No, why does that matter though?
Smalley's like, you had to go to the bathroom? And I was like, oh, oops. Might be. Okay. Foci are equidistant from the center. Okay. So, if I'm at -2 and I'm going to -14, how many spaces am I going? 12.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's where foci is. So then you got to find B. So C squared equals A squared minus B squared. Well, C squared is 144. A squared is 169 minus B squared. 169 minus 144. 25. So B is 5. Write your equation. X minus 5 squared plus Y plus 2 squared equals 1. I'm not graphing anything.
You're writing so fast.
I don't know. What? Which way does this stretch?
Vertically.
Vertically, why?
Because the X's are the same.
The X's are the same on the vertices. So this is going to be 169, and this is going to be 25. I want you to try some over the weekend. I want you to try the next 3 over the weekend.
Yeah, I think I want something to do.
Great, great.
Well, good luck.